Hi there, it's Rory from 10losttribes.com. We're continuing in our series on the Ascent of the Bride, and this is part 6, and we're having a look now at the heavenly Jerusalem, which is in Psalm 48. There are two Jerusalems. Jerusalem is a dual in Hebrew, which means there's two of them. There's one in the heaven above and one on the earth below. Psalm 48 is talking about the Jerusalem above, as I'll show. It's located on the sides of the north. Well, that's not the earthly Jerusalem. That's the heavenly. This heavenly Jerusalem shall appear in the sky before Yeshua returns. The kings of the earth shall greatly fear. So let's get into it. Psalms 48 verse 1. Again, this is linked to Psalm 122, where the bride has her attention focused on Jerusalem, both the one above and the one below. But this is talking about the one above, as we'll see. A psalm for the sons of Korah. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness. There's a typo here. So, the Lord is great and greatly to be praised in the city of our God. Now, he's praised on the earth in the earthly Jerusalem, but there's a heavenly Jerusalem as well, and that's his capital city in heaven. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. Now, the earthly Jerusalem is not located on the sides of the north. If you understand the earth as being a flat plane, whether the earth is a flat plane or not, that's open to debate. I certainly believe that it may not be spherical or flat, it may be some other shape. And I don't want to get into that now, but if you have a flat earth type cosmology, you understand a great deal of how the heavens and the earth are related. In a Hebrew mindset, the sun and the moon revolve around the earth, not the earth revolves around the sun. So, beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. So if we had a dome and a flat earth, the North Pole is at the centre, at the very top is the sides of the north, and that's where the heavenly Jerusalem is. So that's how I understand this. Now, I have problems with both the globe model, because there's no measurable curvature, and I have problems with the flat earth model, because it doesn't explain the rotation of the stars around the south celestial pole. That's where I stand. So I believe that there is a firmament, and that we're not going into outer space. It's a figment of people's imagination. The only space that has been travelled is the space between our two ears. But the heavenly Jerusalem is on the sides of the north, as I explained, at the top, if you like, of the dome. God is known in her palaces for a refuge. Now, the Lord is our refuge. Whatever happens on the earth, we need to know that the Lord is with us if we are keeping covenant with him, no matter what we go through. For lo, the kings were assembled, they passed by together. Now the Lord is going to gather kings on the earth, and he's going to judge the nations as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. So this will be fulfilled on earth, but it's also going to be fulfilled in heaven. We know that the kings have been up to no good. The kings of the earth, it says in Psalm 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, against his Mashiach, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So the Lord's not happy with the kings of the earth, and he's going to assemble them. And they're going to pass by together. They saw it, and so they marvelled. They were troubled and hasted away. Well, the kings of the earth may see the earthly Jerusalem, and look, it's great, they've got a high-speed train, but they're not going to marvel and as if this is a technological wonder or anything. It's a city. But they will marvel when they see the heavenly Jerusalem. They were troubled and hasted away. Now this reminds us of something. This is linked. What we're reading in Psalm 48 is linked to what we read in Revelation. In Revelation 6:15 to 16, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. So the kings of the earth are hasting away, all right? They're running for their lives. They're hiding in the rocks. Why? And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Well, how can they see the face of him that sitteth on the throne? The Lord must be at the top of the heavenly Jerusalem. Maybe it's pyramid shaped. I don't know. Some say cube, some say pyramid. But they can see him because the veil that separates us from seeing the world above, the heavenly realm, is being removed. And they can see the heavenly Jerusalem. So we come back to Psalm 48. They saw it and so they marveled. They were troubled and they hasted away. And Revelation tells us more. They went underground. Fear took hold of them upon them there, and pain as of a woman in travail. Or here's code. This is a code word telling us when this is happening. We see the woman in travail, Zion in travail, about the same time that Babylon is in travail, or one form of Babylon, America. Because when pain comes upon America, which is Babylon, contained within America is Zion. And when travail comes upon the world, pain, when it comes upon the wicked, it's also coming upon the righteous at the same time. And so two lots of travailing are occurring at the same time. There's travail amongst the wicked and amongst the righteous. And these kings are in travail. They are in pain. Just as Zion has been in pain, so the kings of the earth are in pain, because they see the king coming and they're in trouble. So that's all for now. I won't go on. We'll look at the next half of Psalm 48 very, very shortly in the next talk. God bless and shalom from Australia. Bye-bye.